Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 8th, 2025. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle coming out for Gemini. One thing is for certain, you got the vast universe. You're being led, Ascendant Masters. You're being led to use your knowledge or wisdom to communicate your knowledge or wisdom. They want you to know that there's no need to worry about anything, which means that you may feel like you're kind of like floating in life, floating. I'm seeing a floating energy, but they're telling you that you're going in the right direction. Don't worry, right? Your life is a masterpiece. Everything that you went through and everything that you chose for yourself was because you knew better. Don't go back now and go, I should never have talked to this person. I should have never married that person. I should have never went to that job. I should have never been over there. They're like, you knew better at the time. Your spirit guided you. You knew. Okay. I know for a fact I've been in that spot. Okay. Like I literally would go to right now. I caught myself like maybe a week ago going, if only I never met XYZ. If only I didn't go over there, I wouldn't be. And spirit was like, no, 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 no. At the time, you knew what was right for you. It felt right. It was right. It was. It just, now when you look back, you're like, I could have been somewhere else instead. And they're like, you wouldn't have been here if you didn't go there. Spirit knew that at that point, your higher self knew that you had to go here. You had to meet that person. You had to mix your life up there or do XYZ there. And you had to go through what you went through in order to get to where you are now. You had to. You wouldn't have anything to discuss because I'm getting a very strong air element with the 10th house, which means that you were meant to do this, so that you were meant to go through something that would help you professionally. It helps you publicly. It helps you achieve. It helps you be a better parent. Maybe it helped you become a parent, and then you learn to be an even better parent along the way. You are meant to be where you are. That's the whole message. Now, the vast universe is King of Wands, the Hierophant, Eight of Swords, and Six of Pentacles. This speaks about the time that you spent. Okay, that it was an investment. Your spirit knew already that you needed to invest your time. You needed to get stuck. You needed to know what it felt like to be caught up, stuck, trapped. You needed to know what it felt like to be incarcerated. For some of you, you needed to know that. For some of you, you needed to know what it felt like to be surveillanced, being on probation, being in the court system, all of that. You needed to know what it felt like to go through adversity, right? If we had it our way, there would be adversity where? Conflict where? Never. They're like, no, you needed to know what this obstacle was like. You were meant to overcome this obstacle as well. There's no need to worry. There's no need to panic. The no need to worry aspect, though, is interesting because they want you to know that it's unnecessary to worry. Everything's going to work out exactly the way it should, regardless of how it works out. Okay? Obsessing over it doesn't help anything at all. It just wastes your time because I'm seeing time, wasting time. Okay? The energy of fear and worry only slows down the eventual manifesting of your desires, whatever it is you're trying to do. It's slowing you down because I saw that too. I kid you not. Last week, I literally was on this wave. And I was like, it's wasting my energy. I could be studying. I could be learning something new. I could be developing my product. Like I could be doing something else, right? Um, Keep your thoughts positive. Very soon you'll wonder why you ever worried about it. Like you'll be go over it like, why was I even wasting my time? This happened, and I have a real example. I know one time, and I was Mormon at this point, right? This is like 10 years ago. I was so stressed out because I was like, I don't have the funds. I don't have the money. I had to pay my mortgage. I didn't know what I was going to do because there were so many, like I was invested in a business that the overhead was like ridiculous, right? So you may make so much per month, but then you had to pay so much in repairs for the equipment. And I like the equipment went down and the repairs were over the amount that I got paid. So I was so stressed out. I was like losing it. I was crying about it. I was like losing sleep. I was like Googling stuff, trying to see if I can apply for a loan. Couldn't do that. And then next thing I know, someone in the church, well, I was in I think, a ward where it was very wealthy. Most people that I know in the church are kind of wealthy, right? There are some people who are regular people like me, But they, out of nowhere, this person decided, I'm going to help you. So they just, I get a letter in the mail, and it was a check, and I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, why the heck was I worried? I was so worried you don't even understand. And I was able to pay my mortgage. I was able to pay off credit card bills, blah 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 blah. And I sat and I was like, I have a testimony about this, because it was, I was stressed out for no reason. And I noticed beyond that, I mean, that was a big one. That's something I can't ever really forget, because I didn't talk about it to anyone. It's just so how, I don't know, spirit just told me to give this to you. Great. But there have been many instances, when you look back over your life, there are many instances where you stressed about something and it worked out, and you realize now, maybe you didn't realize then, but realize it now, what a waste of worrying would have been to your life. It's a thief. It robs you. Don't forget that. The ascendant master, they could, 10 of pentacles and the empress talks about how you are a very resilient person. You will always land on your feet. You will always land on your feet. Okay? Spirit has a plan for you, and you need to know that. You need to understand that in your spirit. You need to say, my future is an ideal projection of what I envision now. Don't waste your visionary energy on the worries of today at all. Don't even worry about it. We're going to focus more on the type of future I want to have. I feel that someone's coming around that wants to know more about what your goals are. There's someone that wants to understand it. It's not necessarily to fund it, but to get you to speak it out loud. They don't even know why they're there, but just to get you to speak it out loud so that you are able to get the vision together. Sometimes that helps when you're talking to someone about your future, what you'd like to see happen, what would be great if this happened. Speaking it out loud helps to formulate the proper plan. I don't know how that works. It just does. You finally just talk. You're like, oh, what am I? This person may be the one to get you to realize it. What are you worrying about? I mean, then it's gonna be solved. What do you did you overlook this part of your story? Did you overlook the fact that this is gonna happen? That completely cancels out your issue, right? Take a chance on communicating with a person if they come towards you, asking you questions. They may seem nosy, but take a chance in the communication aspect, because it helps you to overcome your challenges there. I feel that there is someone around you. All right, if you're in a romantic connection, say you're in one, this is someone that's coming up as a twin flame. Now, this is not for everyone, because twin flames are not everyone's story. I don't like bringing this up because of the fact that it's become somewhat of a buzzword for everyone. It's a trend that everyone's following. And the truth of it is that there's only so many twin flames in the world, and there's a bunch of soulmates, right? Some of us only have one soulmate. Some of us come into this world and don't have any. If like a romantic soulmate. Some of us don't have any romantic soulmates. I've actually met people who have not ever. They're like, I've never been in a relationship. I'm older. I'm not even thinking about it. But they have plenty of animal soulmates, children that are like soulmates to them, relatives that are soulmates, friends that are like soulmates, right? Or are soulmates, because soulmates don't just, romance has not coined that. It's not a realm only belonging to romance. I feel that if you are in a twin flame connection, I'm seeing a lot of people in this situation, um, that are the twin flame aspects of things, right? That it's time to release and heal the past. It's time to realize that you were right about what you were doing, what you did, why you did. Everything was meant to happen the way it did, especially if you find that you are in that combination, right? You've got to be able to free yourself to enjoy the present. You have to. Angel number 0808 is here, and this is speaking about, you're about to expand. Life is about to expand for you, and that you're going to achieve your ultimate objective, right? Start taking steps towards it. I see your finances improving, and it's going to be miraculous. It's not going to be so. I mean, someone may come forward and say, "Hey, I want to bless you financially," because you're on someone's mind heavily, heavily. People are thinking about you, or one specific someone is thinking of you, like heavily. Intuition and manifestation. You got the moon and the sun, and so this is talking about you seeing a future, but not knowing how you're going to reach it. I have an objective. It's taking a step towards the objective. Things just will just open up for you to be able to achieve it. Now, playing it safe, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. Playing it safe tells me that your intention at this point should be to make change. Well, I wouldn't say make changes. The safest thing you could do is have hope in your position. The safest thing that you could do is start taking steps towards whatever it is that you want to have happen now. Just take steps. It doesn't have to be a big grand gesture. It could be very small things. Just making a phone call, looking it up, just thinking about it, writing it down, putting some money aside for it, whatever it has to be. The safest thing you could possibly do is take control of the situation, take control of what you're doing, knowing that spirit has a plan, right? You take one step, they take 5. I would say more like 7. You take one step, they're taking 7. You may find that things get done faster when you communicate about what it is that you want to see happen, especially if someone comes towards you and asks you questions. When you start opening up, all of a sudden things start coming together. Don't let yourself get caught up in your head. Don't let yourself get caught up in what can't happen, how it won't happen, how it's impossible because you don't have this or that. Don't get caught up with that, because that's the military that's coming in to fight you. Whenever something great is coming in, whenever we're about to expand, of course, there's always adversarial energy coming in, right? You got the sun and the moon, darkness and light. It comes hand in hand, right? So don't let that phase you. Okay, use plums, the color, the scent, the flavor, or the fruit, and use it by having them around, eating the fruit, even though it's out of season. You could do prunes, right? The scent is a beautiful scent, and the color, you could wear the color, just, you know, plums, because they vibrate on that frequency of like, we're overcoming challenges here. And you already know what prunes do. If my relatives see this, they know. My grandparents used to buy they used to go to Costco. I don't remember if it was Costco back then. I don't know if Costco was there. BJ's was more the one. They would go to BJ's, come back with this big bowl of plums. And boy, I love plums so much. So we'd all be eating them up, and everybody just look over at me like, oh Lord, here you go. Anyway, you could be dealing with a Taurus very heavily, Libra, Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and also, yeah, Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with, well, you could be a Taurus, Gemini cusp, dealing with a Cancer, Leo cusp. And if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.